The Napoleonic Wars were a series of military conflicts between Napoleon Bonaparte's French Empire and various European coalitions. They were fought across Europe, the Middle East, and even the Americas from 1803 to 1815, and they forever changed the political and military landscape of Europe. At the heart of it all was one man, Napoleon Bonaparte, a brilliant general who rose from relative obscurity to become Emperor of the French, and nearly master of Europe. Before the wars began, France had undergone a massive political transformation. In 1789, the French Revolution overthrew the monarchy. France became a republic but soon fell into chaos and internal conflict. In this turmoil, Napoleon Bonaparte, a young Corsican artillery officer, rose through the military ranks with a string of bold victories. By 1799, Napoleon staged a coup and became first consul. In 1804, he crowned himself Emperor of France. Europe's monarchies watched with alarm and prepared for war. Remember to like and subscribe for more epic tales. Though fighting had started earlier during the French Revolutionary Wars, the Napoleonic Wars officially began in 1803 when Britain declared war on France. Napoleon aimed to spread revolutionary ideals, expand French territory and influence, and weaken the traditional monarchies of Europe. Napoleon's enemies formed a series of 7 major coalitions made up of shifting alliances between countries like Britain, Austria, Russia, Prussia, Spain, Portugal, and others. Each coalition sought to defeat Napoleon and restore balance in Europe. Battle of Austerlitz, 1805, Napoleon's greatest victory, also called the Battle of the Three Emperors. Napoleon defeated the Austrian and Russian armies, leading to the collapse of the Third Coalition. Peninsular War, 1808 to 1814, the Spanish resistance. Napoleon invaded Spain and Portugal but faced fierce resistance from Spanish guerrillas and British troops under the Duke of Wellington. It became a costly and draining war for France. Battle of Wagram, 1809, victory over Austria. This battle secured Napoleon's dominance in Central Europe. Invasion of Russia, 1812, the beginning of the end. Napoleon invaded Russia with over 600,000 troops. After capturing Moscow, the Russian army refused to surrender. Napoleon retreated during winter and only 100,000 soldiers survived. Battle of Leipzig, 1813, the Battle of Nations. Napoleon was decisively defeated by the Sixth Coalition, marking the beginning of his downfall. The First Fall of Napoleon, 1814. After Leipzig, Allied forces invaded France. In April 1814, Napoleon was forced to abdicate. He was exiled to the island of Elba, off the coast of Italy. France restored the Bourbon monarchy with King Louis XVIII, but Napoleon's story wasn't over. In March 1815, Napoleon escaped Elba and returned to France. He regained power for a brief period called the 100 Days. European powers quickly formed a new coalition to stop him. Battle of Waterloo, June 18, 1815, final defeat. Napoleon was defeated by British and Prussian forces led by Duke of Wellington and Gebhard von Blücher. It was his final battle. After Waterloo, Napoleon surrendered and was exiled again, this time to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean. He died there in 1821 at age 51. Cause of death was likely stomach cancer, though theories of poisoning persist. Impact and legacy of the Napoleonic Wars. Over 3.5 million military deaths with total casualties estimated between 5 to 7 million. The Holy Roman Empire was dissolved, triggered nationalist movements across Europe, redrew the map of Europe at the Congress of Vienna in 1815, spread modern military tactics and legal reforms including the Napoleonic Code, laid the groundwork for future revolutions and the eventual unification of Germany and Italy. Fun fact, Napoleon's legacy remains controversial, admired for his genius but criticized for his wars and ambitions. Conclusion. One man, one empire, one era. The Napoleonic Wars were more than a military struggle. They were a battle over the future of Europe. Would it remain a land of kings and empires, or embrace the ideals of revolution and reform? Though Napoleon fell, the world he helped shape did not. His wars marked the end of feudal Europe and the beginning of the modern age, where ideas mattered as much as armies.